Real truth daily. This is Daily Truths with Dave Allman.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Daily Truths. Are there things that you've committed in your past that you're embarrassed about and you knew they're sinful and you look back on it and you have regrets and remorse over what you've done? Maybe other people sometimes remind you of that past sin, or maybe nobody else knows about it but you and Jesus, right? We're in the book of John, chapter 4, verse 7. And Jesus has traveled for a day and a half from a place called Judea, heading towards Galilee. He's traveled in the last 2 days about 35 miles. And he comes to this place by the name of Sychar. His disciples have gone into town to get something to eat. And this is what it says in verse 7. A woman from Samaria came to draw water. Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink." Now, who was this woman? She had 5 husbands, was currently living with a man who wasn't her husband. And so she comes to this well in the middle of the day at high noon. That was very unusual. Do you know why? Because women would go to get water from this well later in the day when it was cooler, but not in the middle of the day. So why did she go in the middle of the day? Well, you know why. She was embarrassed about her checkered past. She had skeletons in the closet. She had things that she had done that she was very remorseful for. As a matter of fact, historians tell us that there was a well in town that she could have gone to, but there would be people gathered around there. It'd be in town. People would be clucking their tongues behind her back, whispering about her past, and she didn't want to deal with it. So she comes to this well in the middle of the day, hoping she would see no one. But Jesus is there. And instead of saying, "Oh, I know who you are. You have a checkered past. You have skeletons in the closet. You've really messed up." No. He simply makes a simple, understandable, according to his humanity request. He says, "Please, will you give me something to drink?" He was thirsty, right? It was the middle of the day, right? So he asks for something to drink. So Jesus comes to you today with your checkered past, with your skeletons in the closet, not making a request of you, but rather bestowing something that only he can give: love and grace and mercy and acceptance and pardon. And by repentance and faith in what Jesus has done at the cross and the empty tomb, you receive it today. No word of condemnation, no discussion about your past. He knows everything about it anyway. He offers you his grace. He offers you living water. Drink up, my friend. Drink up until your soul is satisfied by the grace and the love of Jesus Christ. Let it be so and let it be done to the glory of God's holy and saving name. And that is today's Daily Truth. Have a great day in the Lord.
Thank you for tuning in to Daily Truths with Dave Allman. Pastor Dave Allman is the pastor of Mount Hope Church in Boulder, Colorado. If this ministry is blessing you, please consider supporting us by sharing this channel with a friend. You can also like, comment, subscribe, or leave a review. This helps us tremendously. Come back tomorrow for your next Daily Truth.